not even the song we're singing.
Exactly.
And then I realized I was singing Nirvana wrong the entire time. I don't remember all. I think I did Lit. I don't remember Flagpole Sitta. I think we did.
Yeah.
I only remember 3 of them.
It's not like Cobain was sitting there enunciating. What do you mean?
Yeah, you could sing, and then once it got hard, I would just put it out to the crowd. And we did Better Man too. And so the best part is, right, our guitarist, our lead guitarist, he never nailed the guitar solo, and it became a theme in our shows. Like, he would try to do it, but he'd probably have like 84 quarts of beer in him. And so one time 2 guys drank a bottle of Sailor Jerry before it. And so he would bomb every guitar solo and everyone would laugh. It was a theme. But then the Better Man, when he did it, he nailed the Better Man guitar solo and no one knew what to do. Everyone was just watching him. And then he's like, ding, 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 and we're like, whoa, like Paul just did it. And we had a really bad show. And he told me, Mark, he goes, Mark, when you get famous, I'm going to blackmail you with this. And like, nothing to get me in trouble, just really bad singing. So I ruined your political career. That's it. Like, so it's one of those things. If people hear me singing Nirvana, they're gonna be like, "Get out of here!" Like, this is irredeemable. So no way. It's he's like, I'm gonna get you with this tape whenever you make it big. So I've been staying under the radar ever since then.
I was just about to say, man, as your podcast and your writing gets mentioned on the AV Club, you're looking over your shoulder now.
Paul comes out, drops that thing. Oh, I sure
I
hope
got
not.
the tape.
Yeah, but yeah, that was our band. We'd rarely practice, and we basically disbanded after I shaved my mohawk.
As it should have been, quite frankly.
I was relying on a gimmick, man, but the gimmick worked.
As you know, I've been in multiple bands, so
Yeah, the Korea.
You do what you got to do, man.
I think
I've been in bands, continents.
The first night I went out with you guys in Korea. You were performing, and I picked Wong Upside Down.
Yeah, that must have been during the Rage Against the Machine.
I had him upside down, and I barely knew the guy.
It's because Wong, maybe he weighs as much as a 3-pack of beer. The guy was slight.
I was carrying him around for most of the night.
That's right. We've all lifted up Wong at one time, man. It's a good luck charm.
But hey, so we got to do something real quick. So we were talking about this, and this is something I'd love to get off the ground. And if you're listening to the podcast, please send in your squad. But Norbert, I want to build a top, so you're in a competition, right? You're going to Mortal Kombat. You're going to a tournament where Otherworld has won 9 of them, and if they win this 10th one, they're going to take over the world. But the tournament is 5 rotten movies, according to Rotten Tomatoes, that have a 60% or lower score. And it's a tournament thing. Your 5 movies go up against their 5 movies. Goro picks 5 movies. He picks, let's see. He picks I Am Number 4. He picks.
Oh my God! I Am Number 4.
His 4 arms. 4
that
brothers.
Was 2 on the nose.
Yeah.
I know.
Fast 4. Goro's favorite movies.
Oh my God!
That's a good one. I'm tweeting that. That one's funny.
Yeah, you have to.
All right, so I want to hear your 5, then I'll put together my 5. And if you're listening, send in your 5 because I want to know.
Okay, so here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Listen, I stake my honor on these movies. They are all watchable and rewatchable and quotable. First one, of course, the topic of the podcast, The Last Dragon. Second one, 2010 version, The A-Team.
Yes.
I constantly read people just dragging this movie and just setting it on fire. And I always think to myself, have you ever watched this TV show? Right? Mm-hmm. This is not high art,
Patrick Wilson as a villain, a drunk villain.
Yeah. Not only Patrick Wilson as a villain, but most of the original cast who are still alive, cameos. If you get the unrated version, the direct.
Quentin Jackson, Rampage.
Yeah, he's excellent as Mr. T. And inspired casting with Liam Neeson as Hannibal. Quite frankly, inspired casting. Okay. Charlton Copley as Murdoch, and Face, what's his name? Bradley Cooper. He nails it.
Yeah.
He nails it.
There's a tank.
And I was just thank you. Say it. You say it.
The tank scene.
Yeah.
That gives it a 150% score.
They fly a tank. I'm sorry. I just lost it there. So anyway, The Last Dragon, The A-Team 2010, Blown Away. 1994 is Blown Away. I watch this movie constantly because it has Jeff Bridges doing a bad Boston accent. It has his father doing a bad Boston accent. And then, for no reason, Tommy Lee Jones is doing a bad Irish accent. It is amazing. And all they do is play U2, and I still haven't found what I'm looking for. That is hilarious. It is rewatchable. And frankly, a lot of shit blows up in this movie.
Mean ending, from what I recall.
And dark. Yeah. And dark. End of Days, 1999, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Gabriel Byrne is the devil.
So good.
So that's it.
His intro in that movie is very memorable.
The look that he gives that guy, that look will freeze a flamethrower. That was the dirtiest look I've ever seen in movie. And then finally, Beverly Hills Cop 2, because I'm sorry, there are only 2 bad Beverly Hills Cop movies. I'm sorry. Wait, there's 1, 2, and 3. There's no 4, right?
Not yet.
Okay, good. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 3 is trash. Beverly Hills Cop 2 is literally Control C, Control V of Beverly Hills Cop 1. It cannot be a bad movie. And they have Brigitte Nielsen in it, for Christ's sake. You know?
That movie made so much money. Oh.
The movie's great.
Yeah, I love Eddie Murphy.
It's not original. That's why it's called Beverly Hills Cop 2. Get over it. It's a great movie. Full stop.
Can I tell you something controversial? I would take Beverly Hills Cop 2 over Bad Boys 2 any day.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You know? I mean...
They're different movies, but I still like Beverly Hills Cop 2 more.
Well, it's because Bad Boys 1 had kind of a grimy feel to it.
A cheap
kind of exactly, kind of B movie-ish.
Yeah,
right.
Some bubblicious.
Bad Boys 2, they're taking themselves incredibly seriously, and Gabrielle Union is smoking hot, of course. But then the movie ends with them driving a Hummer through a hovel in Cuba.
They kill about 4,000 people in there.
And there are no consequences. And then it's just like, yeah, ride or die. Dude, you're a murderer, son. You murdered the innocent. You have entered a foreign country and upon foreign soil murdered their citizens. You've gone beyond Rambo even. like, I don't celebrate you.
For years, it's always like, hey, what do you want? Give me some bubblicious. Give me some bubblicious. And some Skittles.
That's it.
Mike Lowry.
Michael Lowry. Okay.
All right. So, my 5. This is too easy, but I'm going to say Deep Blue Sea, 59%.
Like a shark fin. Yep. 100%.
You were on that show. Listen to the episode. It's called Animal Brain Stabbing Practice is your episode. So that's that. I'm going to say The Last Dragon.
I can't teach you no more.
We got to have that. Then I'm going to say Event Horizon.
Oh, mint.
28%. This is controversial. What? And this, yeah, exactly. I have big news about Event Horizon. I'll let you know soon. And then we have, this might cost me votes, but this movie has one of the greatest all-time cinema scores, holds, it kind of hits 4 quadrants. I love it. I'm going to take National Treasure. Nick Cage.
I have never seen that movie.
It's very earnest. It's like, man, I think there's just a theme running through me here. Like, you know what I like too is Deep Blue Sea. There's no double crosses. Everyone's their character.
That's right.
Last Dragon. Everyone's their character. Event Horizon. No one turns.
No, it's not a betrayal, man. He's had this darkness inside him since the suicide of his wife.
Mm-hmm.
So it works, man. I always want to see the extended version of that movie, but we can't, because we get an extended version of Batman versus Superman, whatever crap.
Well, no, you know what happened? They put in they got rid of a lot of the copies of Event Horizon because the studio hated it. Then they found it in a salt mine in Transylvania, so they're trying to make it better now, which is crazy.
God!
So I have National Treasure, but you have to understand when that movie came out at an A cinema score, it was a 4-quadrant movie. People went back to watch it. It held on to the first spot for 4 weeks. Huge hit.
It was awesome.
My 5th one, Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift.
I have never seen any of those. And I have been on the ride in Universal Studios. Explain to me.
Wait. Have you watched Too Fast, Too Furious?
I've seen 0 of the Fast franchise.
You've never... Dude, Too Fast, Too Furious, Paul Walker, Tyrese, Ludacris, Devin Aoki. It's amazing. Cole Hauser's the bad guy. He plays Eva Mendes is in it. Yeah, it's good, dude. It's fun. Okay. But I'm going to take Tokyo Drift because Too Fast, Too Furious is my favorite of all the Fast movies, and I'm not saying as a hipster, I just enjoy it the most. But Tokyo Drift is not a 37% movie, man. So this kid Lucas Black goes over to Japan, and he just kind of finds this cool family of racers. There's no double crosses. This family kind of takes him in. Little Bow Wow's in it, but you get Sung Kang in it. This guy, he plays this dude named Han, and he shows up later in 4, 5, 6. But he's this really cool dude. He's kind of like this mentor to him, a Obi-Wan type, and it's just. I love how in Japan it is. Like, it's very, you go to these locations, you see it, it feels authentic. There's racing, there feels like a good family. It's very different. When I went to go see it in 2006, and so you're like, oh, Lucas Black, this country kid goes over. But then you get Han being this awesome dude. You get this different world. I'm like, man, this is unique and fresh. And I think people hate it because it's not a fast, like, it's tied in now. A lot of the characters from that are going to be in the 9th film. But
so there's a lot of world building is what you're saying.
But it's so good, man. And Sung Kang's performance is so good. So like I showed Megan we watched all the Fast movies because I've done a bunch of data articles, and I think that's her favorite. Like, it's good. It's really good, man. It's different. The actress, Nathalie Emmanuel, she's in it. She's really good. I like Lucas Black. That kid's fine. He has like this good, you know what I like about Lucas Black is like, I feel like he would hit you with a wrench.
There's a good chance that name sounds violent. Lucas Black.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, and I think Sung Kang's good in it. And also Justin Lin. He had directed a movie called Better Luck Tomorrow with John Cho, Sung Kang. It's a really excellent movie if you haven't watched it. Like, I can't promote it. I couldn't promote it more. I adore it. And so he went up and he stepped up and he directed this movie, Tokyo Drift, and he really did a great job. And he went to do 4, 5, and 6, so like some of the best in the franchise. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do Deep Blue Sea, The Last Dragon, Event Horizon, National Treasure, Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift.
Okay, and I will say Beverly Hills Cop 2, Blown Away, End of Days, Last Dragon, and the A-Team 2010. I'm going to watch the A-Team 2010 right now.
I love it. Hey, so any final thoughts before we get out of here about Last Dragon?
One of my favorite parts of this movie that always makes me crack up is after Bruce Leeroy saves Laura Charles from the initial assault in the limousine when they try to kidnap her. They go back to Eddie Arcadian with all these lumps and bruises. Boss, we're so sorry. There were 20 guys. There were 20 guys. Yeah, black guys. And they all turn to the black guy in their crew for confirmation. And he's like, yes, they were big. Just continuing that movie thing of just we blame black people for crime. So that part always makes me laugh. That was a real comic moment.
Yes, they were big.
Oh, yeah. Man. Oh, yeah, they're huge. Yeah, huge.
I do dislike all the fist punching, catching in this movie. That's like, you know, when you throw a punch and someone just catches it, it's just hit him with the other fist. Like, you're not.
You gotta. No, man. Again. Who's the master?
Yeah.
Have you forgotten?
Sho'nuff.
You don't question Sho'nuff. His ability.
So much fist catching. It's just, that's not even a good strike because you're leaving a whole side of you open.
Yes, you are.
And it's just.
But you're just surprised. Holy shit! This dude caught my fists.
I guess it's a good visual.
Yeah.
I was a bouncer for years, and I've seen many fists be thrown, and no one's ever come close to catching. They've got a fist in their face.
I was just about to say, admittedly, you being a bouncer, you're not seeing fists thrown with people prepared. A lot of these are sucker punches, right?
Yeah, well, so there's a lot of peacocking. If a fight doesn't break out in the first 3 seconds, it won't happen. Then it's just two guys going, you push me, you push me.
Come at me, bro.
And I would just sit there sometimes and watch it. I'm like, these guys aren't going to do anything. And I'd just sit there like, I would too. I could predict them. It's always that it happens. Like, you see, this is what it's like. You're standing there, then you see a disturbance on the dance floor, and you're like, oh, there it goes. Okay. Like that's how it starts. Fast. Real fast. But if it gets to the point where they're pushing each other 18 times, everyone just turns their back. Like, it's in Star Wars when that guy gets his arm cut off and everyone just goes back to business as normal. That's what people do when people start pushing.
Yeah, man. And again, have any of these people been trained as Sho'nuff? No.
Just, I hate punches. I hate fist catches in movies.
No one likes you. There, I've said it.
It's fine.
Just kidding.
I'm gonna go sit in a dark room tonight and just drink some cheap blended scotch and.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
Rocking back and forth.
You bastard! I'll show you a fist catch.
But all right. I guess my final thought. is Bruce Leeroy, I think, is an underrated character. I know a lot of people love Sho'nuff. I mean, he's a legend, that character. I mean, everyone, you say Last Dragon, people go Sho'nuff.